object in a state of uniform motion tends to remain in that state of motion, and thus the external force is applied to it. That is Newton's first law of motion. Things tend to keep doing what they are already doing. For example, objects on a tabletop in a state of rest tend to remain at rest. This is evident if you snap a tablecloth from beneath them. If an object is in a state of rest, it tends to remain at rest. Only a force will change that state.
Gravitational potential energy is energy an object possesses because of its position in a gravitational field. The cart in the treehouse has energy stored as GPE. As the cart falls from the tree, the GPE is converted to kinetic energy. Any object which is in motion has kinetic energy. All the potential energy is converted to kinetic energy at one time, the instantaneous moment right before impact. This happens because of energy conservation, which means that the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy remains equal at all times.
Alright. Do it again. Go.
For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. In other words, whenever one body exerts a force on a second body, the second body exerts an equal and opposite force on the first. There are two forces, the action force and the reaction force, but it doesn't matter which is which because they are equal. An example would be me getting hit in the face. Although I received force from Clarence's slap, my face hit his hand with an equal amount of force.
My hand really hurts a lot from the force of Alka's face. Yeah, Charles playing good over there.
Yeah. Friction is the force that always acts in a direction to opposed motion. This happens because of irregularities in the two surfaces that are in contact. When objects slide against one another, one of them must rise over the irregular bumps or else scrape them off. Although both methods require force, when I was riding my bike down the hill, the friction between the motion and uneven ground was slowed down and eventually stopped. When there was no ground or friction to slow me down, I could have ridden my bike forever. Clarence, what's up?
Hey.
I heard that you really love black holes, and I'd like to get a little information about that for my physics project.
Alright. So what you need to know is that there are two main processes involved in the creation of our suns or stars. These two forces are gravitation and nuclear fusion. But after many years, the star runs out of fuel and the gravitational force dominates the nuclear fusion, causing a black hole to be made. A black hole is a region of space-time deformed by gravity, such that nothing, not even light, can escape. The configuration of gravitational field about a black hole represents the collapse of space itself. The field is usually represented as a two-dimensional surface, so don't go too close to a black hole.
When the frequency of force vibrations on an object matches the object's natural frequency, a dramatic increase in amplitude occurs. This phenomenon is called resonance. Resonance means to resound, or sound again. So for example, if someone were to match their voice to the same natural frequency of a wine glass, they may be able to make it shatter.
Ding dang, ding ring a dong. First thing that causes an object to follow a circular path is called a centripetal force. Centripetal means center-seeking, or toward the center. So, for example, if some were to spin a bucket of water in a circle, the water would stay in the bucket because of the center-directed force.
Go.
The Doppler effect is an apparent change in frequency of a wave due to the motion of the source of the receiver. So if the source of the sound is moving, then it will sound different depending on the location of the source and receiver.
Okay, go.
This is a circle. This is an ellipse. The first law of planetary motion is that the orbits of the planets are
Clarence, turn down.
ellipses. With the sun at the focus of the ellipse, there are many reasons why orbits are not circular. In the case of our own solar system, it would be impossible because there are other planets that gravitationally affect the orbit and cause it to be non-circular. By pulling the object to one side or the other.